Um, um, talking to myself today. Hang on 1 second here. Ah, all right, it's a little better. Still got the glowing halo up here. Hello, give it a minute here, then I'll get started. It'll be a quick one today, hopefully. Y'all won't have any questions, will you? I don't think you will. You know everything. I know nothing. Nothing. I'll log into Shopify here, just in case I need to know. There we go. All right, I think there's enough of us get going. Hello, my name is Mark. I own Orbit DVD. Orbit DVD. There we go. Orbit DVD in beautiful, warm West Asheville, North Carolina. It is a beautiful day. Beautiful day. We've got people in the know on the chat. We got our tech guy Charles here. Maybe Rebecca will be here. We'll see what happens. Amazon waited until today to cancel my delayed Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook set. Well, you maybe or maybe not want to know what I was going to show it this week, but maybe next week. All right. So beautiful day, beautiful week. In between holidays, it's always weird to me. And yes, I do consider Halloween a major holiday. It definitely is for us personally. But it's just ebbs and flows. You build up for a big day and then goes down and then back up for Thanksgiving, then it goes back down, and then just gets crazy there for about 2 or 3 weeks at the end of the year. We are going to be celebrating Thanksgiving out of town this weekend. We got both our mothers, me and Deb. Both our mothers will be in the same house in Townsend, Tennessee, which is the beautiful back door to the Smoky Mountains, about 2 hours from here. But anyway, we're going to do Thanksgiving this weekend so we can deal with y'all next week. And next week's going to be fun. So let's talk about our Black Friday sale. What we have noticed, I'm not a big I don't pay much attention to these sales, these Black Fridays and Cyber Mondays and stuff like that. But what I've noticed this year is everybody's doing a little bit early. So I think we might do the same. I believe that we're aiming for a Black Tuesday sale. We really wanted to do a Black Sunday sale, meaning this coming Sunday. However, we will not be in town. We will be coming back from Townsend, Tennessee. So we have to be here for that sale. Anyway, we will have enough people on Tuesday to handle what's going to happen. What's going to happen is 20% off select titles. This is overstock. This is also including many new releases. I'll give you one, a Martyrs for one. If you've been holding off on Martyrs, that will be 20% off coming up. So it's an overstock sale, meaning that once we get down to zero or whatever, that's it. So that's we believe that we're gonna start that on Tuesday at 12 noon. 12 noon on Tuesday. So keep that in your books, your notes, all that good stuff. And believe also what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the page live on Monday, meaning you'll be able to see at least initially what the titles are. I might add titles during the weekend as well. And also there might be an opportunity for there's some stuff we just want to get rid of. It's a lot of dead inventory from Vinegar Syndrome and partner labels from them. I might actually increase the percentages off until everything is gone. So this might drug this. We were going to end it at midnight on Monday. This actually might go a little bit further, or it might stop and then start again. So keep that in your notes, Charles. I meant to tell you we're going to start this on Tuesday instead of the Friday. So I'm sure you'll change that. That's about it as far as sales go. We might do something in December. It is, like I said, it usually ebbs and flows between holidays, and it might be kind of mellow first couple weeks. Although we got the second sight titles coming out. I think Reanimator's delayed. All right, so I'm gonna rattle off through this stuff here, and then we'll do the Q&A at the end. I might try to speed this up a little bit and uh, just to get out of here a little bit faster. We got stuff to do before we have to get out of town here. So anyway, what's up next now is used haul. Well, this time someone mentioned in a Q&A last week's chat, what's the most expensive items you ever sold? Well, I mean, I gave a couple titles that I could think of, but that got me thinking. It's like, well, what the hell's in my office that's worth money to put on the website? So I have a couple of titles that are way up there that I'm going to show. All this stuff's unfortunately or fortunately very expensive. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for you. But anyway, I figured Christmas is coming, holidays are coming. You're going to get gift cards. You should be getting Orbi gift cards, right? Ask your family for Orbi gift cards. But anyway, everything I'm going to show you is I think at least $70 and up at this point. So, and up and up and up. So the wait to get to the end. Now that all this stuff's going live at 5 o'clock today, this includes used and new titles. So I will tell you which one is used, which one's new. There's only maybe a couple of new here, but everything else is used. So about 5 o'clock, this stuff will pop up today. Let's start off with this used to be worth a lot of money, but now with 4Ks coming out, especially I think BFI has a lot of his stuff out. This is, we've talked about maybe, what I have talked about personally, especially last week after seeing Frankenstein, what I really like to see from Guillermo del Toro, and it's basically more of this. More, I wish he would go the Shyamalan route, go low budget again, go really kind of not really guerrilla style, but just make amazing movies. Uh, Very imaginative films and just really keep things small. Frankenstein, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I love absolutely every single film that's here. Of course, this is considered a maybe loosely a trilogy for him. So it's Kronos, um, Devil's Backbone, and Pan's Labyrinth. But anyway, this one's got a little bit of damage, so we knocked the price down quite a bit on this. You'll see the corner crunches here, but this looks fantastic. I always say my dumb eyes, Blu-rays and stuff like that. So you can't go wrong with that one. What else we got here? All right. Anime, we keep buying anime, and I think evidently, I think a lot of the film world's moving to anime out there. But anyway, here is a good one from what could have been, right? Discotheque. I still love you, still love you. I'd love to talk at some point. But anyway, here's a good one that's out of print. Slipcover, very little bit of scratches on that one. This one also has a little bit of scratches in the back, but remember this one 5 years ago? Rad. Yes, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Particular cover. The front cover is amazing. There is a couple of this almost like foil type cover on the back. Some very small scratches on that one. Rad. Here we see more of these, but I guess not. I think people are happy with this version of Umbrella's Possession. This is an amazing set, and I'm kind of curious to see. Possession has sold very well. The second sight pre-order for Possession, of course, that's coming out in a few weeks. But this Umbrella one is very, very good. So this is the limited edition set. Let's see there. Let me see mine. Maybe I'll wipe it off before I send it to you. But oh, there we go. All right, moving on. Now then, I'm going to keep ordering a lot of this one for Christmas. This always is a good gift set for Christmas. This set is the Best Buy exclusive. However, there's a UK version that's available of this. much like the other Warner Brothers Steelbook sets that are out there. And they are the same price now, if not cheaper than this. This is the Lord of the Rings trilogy, limited edition Steelbook extended edition stuff. This is I have at least this versions of these films at home. They are remarkable. Now this one has a bit of a dent in the corner there, but the cases themselves are beautiful, really nice. Really like I like this set a lot. I'm going to. It looks like that the UK edition is on the verge of selling out. So we are going to be amassing as many copies as we can before that happens because it will always sell closer to Christmas. All right, these couple titles are new. What's going on, Jesse? There's Houses of Doom. This is a limited edition Cauldron set. A couple of very small corner crunches here. Soft, I wouldn't say crunches. I say soft corners here and here. But this is a much sought after set. I would love also, Discotheque is a woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? But I love these guys to death, but I understand them not wanting to work with us wholesale. It's kind of tough, especially now with the tariffs and things like that happening. But Plain Archive, huge fan of. I have these three films were popular when I was a video store owner, renting movies to people. But this is a Plain Archive, very limited sets. This is worth a lot of money. There is maybe one small flaw outside of the manufacturing on the box. There's a very small dent right there. But this is Tomboy's really good, and I can't remember the translations there. And finally, oh boy, you want to know the most expensive movie I've ever sold? This is going to be up there. From Turbine. Turbine. This is Knight Rider 40th anniversary. Now then, I always want to preface saying this. There is much cheaper versions available if you just want the show. If you just want the show, do not buy this set. Do not buy this set. Anyway, I'm not going to open it because stuff will fall out, but it's got think two posters. It's got his IDs, his fake IDs or whatever. It's got some stickers. It's got a schematic of Kit, I think, in there too. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that this easily will be one of the most expensive things, and I guarantee you this will sell probably by the weekend, if not the end of the weekend. But this is way up there. But anyway, there is standard of editions of that set as well, so keep that in mind. Anyway, if there's anything that you want to sell me, new or used, I don't care. Best way to do it is stack the movies like so. Take photos, send those photos to webmail@orbitdvd.com. That is webmail@orbitdvd.com. We'll give you a quote. If you like that quote, mail them in gingerly, carefully. Send them to me like I send them to you, right? Do unto others. That's what really this is about. Do not put them on the bottom. Do not put them at the bottom of a box and then put a couple of wadded up paper towels and newspaper crumblings on there and totally destroy a $200 Jess Franco book. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take care. Take pride. Pride in what you're sending us. It's yours until it's not yours. But anyway, after a quality check, we'll send you either the cash or credits. So that is a used and new haul of the week there. So, all right, moving on quickly to pre-orders. Pre-orders, of course, have died down a little bit. The biggest stuff is already out. Most of you guys have already done that. However, January and February are looking pretty lit. What happened this year is the holidays just kept on going. Lots of great Arrow releases and things like that. Great January second sight releases this year, which will be part of the sale, by the way. But anyway, lots of great stuff's coming out still. So here, just running through this real quick. I guess maybe the biggest news of the week is Mimic. Speaking of Del Toro, there, Del Toro, there, right? Yeah. I think this has got multiple versions of the film on there. This looks great. This is from our friends at Kino, from Criterion. Some amazing, amazing titles from Criterion coming out. I believe this is for the month of February. The big one, of course, is Network 4K. Definitely one of the best. I think one of the best films of the '70s, and that's saying something. I think that's really being, like no doubt, right? It's one of the best. Uh, One of my favorite Coen Brothers films, a very subversive, not subversive, but very low key one, The Man Who Wasn't There 4K. I think also for a long time, this was the only, was it Universal that had put this out? I think this is the only Coen Brothers commentary track was A Man Who Wasn't There. I think they've done a couple others since then, but anyway, lots of smoke, and Man Who Wasn't There. And very early, is it Clea Duvall? Scarlett Johansson. I think it's Claire Duvall, right? I think that she's in that one. Playtime 4K, amazing film as well. 310 to Yuma, the original 4K, really great. And then they are moving on. They keep going with their Eclipse series, and this is the I guess is the Blu-ray releases of the Lubitsch musicals. Great set. If you've never seen these, I highly recommend them. So that one, also from Kino, The Mechanic 4K. It's one of the better Charles Bronson non-Death Wish films. We like going back to anime. This is a good one. Of course, my anime is different than the kids' anime right now, right? The K-pop. What is that? Death Squad. It's not Death Squad. Death Eaters. K-pop. I know what it is. I'm just messing with you guys. But anyway, this is a Region B release, Blu-ray. Berserk: the Golden Age Arc. This is coming out pretty soon, so if you want to pre-order it, you might want to hop on that now and get it. Uh, this is an interesting choice for a steelbook, but All the President's Men 4K, another great film. Of course, Robert Redford, great movie. Um, yeah, that one? Yeah, he's in that one. From Mondo Macabro, I Hate My Body, Power of Darkness, and Forbidden Game of Love. The third volume of Treasures of Soviet Animation. This is volume 3. We still have volume 2. Well, volume 1 sold out immediately, right? That's worth a decent amount of money now. Volume 2, we're selling out of very quickly, but we still have some copies left of that one. And here is volume 3 coming up. And then, to be mentioned multiple times during this, is Ilsa. This one is Tigress of Siberia 4K pre-order. It's got one of the most entertaining things I ever saw on a film when I was a teenager, which is a arm wrestling chainsaw battle, if you can believe that. So anyway, that is some of the pre-orders are up now. There's a bunch of more, bunch of being announced all the time. Of course, always a big day for us is the Arrow announcements. I guess that'll be on Black Friday. So that's it. Pre-orders. All right, new releases. I didn't bring these up. I should have, but uh, every week there's a second sight release. So always a big week. So Pearl and Maxine. Sorry, X fans. I think they explained why they couldn't get that one, but Pearl and Maxine, those are available now. The 4K limited sets. I did bring this one up. This is the first time out on 4K. I didn't I didn't price these. All right. But anyway, if you had like ask Santa Claus or Krampus or whatever deity you worship on in the holiday season, but Twins of Evil, this looks great. This is definitely one of my more favorite. It's one of my most favorite later Hammer films, I guess, 70s Hammer films. So 70, 71, 71, yeah. So anyway, this is up there. This is up there, but it's packed. It's got a lot of stuff going on in there. So Twins of Evil's available now. And then let's take it to Italy. With this movie is great. If you've never seen it, it is absolutely begging for rediscovery. The house with laughing windows, not of laughing windows. But this film is really, really good. So check that one out. It's available now. We sold out of it, or else I brought it up here. It's Shawscope Volume 4, the good one. But anyway, all the pre-orders are out that needed to go out. And then we had some extra ones, and they sold out immediately. So more coming, more coming. So sign up for a back in stock notification there. I heard this film's great. We still need to watch it, but this is the American release of The Count of Monte Cristo, the French. It just came out 2 years ago. No, last year. Came out last year. La Notte 4K. European Criminals. Everybody loves them, right? So Phantomus returns, and then Mabuse lives. Mabuse at the CCC. Good stuff in both those sets. The Conjuring Last Rites 4K Steelbook were sold out. More will come back in. Uh, if you love puppets and BBC and low budget like Doctor Who-ish type stuff, these are great. Who am I kidding? The Chronicles of Narnia, BBC is available now. Back to Ilsa, Harem Keeper of the Oil Sheiks 4K. There's a standard edition 4K of Jacob's Ladder. It's not the Studio Canal from England, but it's I think it's from Australia. Also from Australia, the New Avengers complete collection, New Avengers. And then from Kino, the slew of Abbott Costello meets Universal Monsters stuff. So that's also 4K. So of course the big one is Frankenstein, Jekyll and Hyde, Mummy, and I think of Invisible Man. I think all the four of those. Staple of my childhood. I think it's a more standard edition of Memories of Murder, but it has a slipcover. And then finally, a movie I quote only one quote all the time. All the time. I love saying it, especially when there's little crappers running around, but meaning kids, meaning shids. Deadly Friend from Arrow. That's out now. All right, moving on. We got tons of new releases. We're putting out a ton tomorrow, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. Anyway, just go on the page, look at our new releases, you'll see everything. Restocks. I guess one big one to talk about is we got more copies of the limited edition Freaked. Freaked is back in stock, so keep that in mind. Upcoming, this should be in the next couple of days until the last one, but I will give you a glimmer of hope with the last one. Anyway, it's not hard boiled. But anyway, probably tomorrow will be Agatha Christie, that awesome 4K collection of that. Also, are these lesser hammers? Maybe, maybe not. Studio Canal put out Evil Frankenstein, Scars of Dracula. I love me some Ralph Bates. Gimme Ralph Bates. More Ralph Bates in my life. Love them. Radical Japan. This set looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's going to be coming out, I think, tomorrow. On the way, probably Friday or Saturday. I think probably on Saturday will be Hitchhike, Plot of Fear, and Ministerwood Forest. All three of those big releases for us should be coming out on Saturday, I believe. And then finally, we got a tracking notification from Arrow when we got a pallet coming. What's on the pallet? Who knows? Who knows what's on the pallet? Could be some turtles on the half shell. We'll see what's happening there. So if that happens, we're going to probably get through the initial rush of the Black Tuesday sale now, and then we'll probably start working on what comes in on that pallet. So anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to scroll up, start answering questions. Like I said, I'm going to make this fairly short. Hey, Mark, if you getting the Downton Abbey final movie 4K in, yeah, once it becomes available, yeah, we'll do that. We'll be getting the Legend of Sochi 4K, I believe so. I'll write that down for Rebecca. I don't think she's on here, but I'll make sure she knows. This Radiance is Radical Japan limited edition completely sold out with the pre-orders. There'll be more coming in second and soon. We got a hefty amount of copies to put on the website. It looks like tomorrow for those. So yeah, I just answered that. But anyway, Radical Japan, wait for it for tomorrow. Hello, Mark. Just wondering when the book Beyond the Pink Curtain by Jasper Sharp be arriving. We have it. We have it. So we'll be shipping that out next day or two. Let's see what else here. And Small Soldiers limited edition will be restocked. I hope so. I hope so. That one's kind of a surprise for us. And then, like I said, I say this many times, these major studios, they're not in the business of not restocking this stuff. So I would expect to see that again, unless you heard something different. I haven't heard anything different. So we've got a bunch of copies on back order, and hopefully those will get fulfilled next few weeks. I don't know if you've been seeing. I think someone answered some questions online that's in the business about it might have been a Reddit thread or Blu-ray.com about steelbooks. Basically, the whole market is just clogged up doing steelbooks. So you got your place in line, you make it, and then whatever restock you're doing, you're moving back. And it's just like this. It's steelbooks are, there's only a couple places, if not one place, that's making steelbooks right now. So you have to wait. You have to wait. And they are cranking them out. I mean, I'm surprised they get restocked with some of these Sony ones as fast as we have. But yeah, we're just, it's just a waiting game. Any word on the Lake Mungo release date? I personally haven't seen anything. Is Predator 5 movie collection going back in stock? Seems to sell it instantly. Yeah, that one is not in the business of being, out of print. I can check real quick here for you. Do, 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 do. Predator. Seeing. Let's get here first. Yeah, it's just on back order for right now. Of course, they put this out to coincide with the new Predator release. The Predator release, I think, is a hit, at least a minor hit. So this is interest in picking up the older ones. So I'd say give it a week or two, and we'll probably see it back in. Okay, I answered this one already. I see House with Laughing Windows 4K is in stock now and shipping. My order is tied to the Hitchhike 4K. Do you expect that in stock soon? Also, we're expecting it Friday. It's fourth quarter. Is lots of crazy tariff shit happening right now. We're not dealing with the tariff stuff. Anyway, it's clogging up UPS, FedEx, Post Office, all that stuff. So uh, it's funny though, because the smaller shipments slide by no problem. It's the larger ones we have problems with. This one's not that large, so I believe I feel pretty confident we're going to see it Friday. If we don't see it Friday, it'll be Monday. But what will happen, of course, is would if you're just waiting for Hitchhike, it should be sent out on Friday, at least be picked up on Saturday. So you should see it pretty soon. Hello, Mark. Just want to say thank you for your email in regards to the 4K edition of Twilight collection from Italy. Hoping you guys still consider selling it. We're going to stock it. Yeah, yeah. I was like, like we okay. So a lot of this stuff is not us personally loving or hating anything. Look, we think about what people want to buy, and we have no doubt in our mind because we buy used Twilight movies all the time, and they just continually sell. They sell. So we have no problem stocking the I think it's four cult, right? Four cult Twilight box set. So we will be carrying that. We just give you an update on some continental Europe stuff, I guess, as well. We were first let down about Once Upon a Time in America. We were first told that the cuts, if they had a foreign language outside of English, there would be no dubs or subtitles in English, which we said, well, we don't want them. But then we were told last week, well, no, that's incorrect. There is English subs and dubs in these cuts of these films, at least in the parts where, and I'm not quite sure exactly what, where, when, but there was stuff put back in the film, the director's cut, that was, I think, it's definitely a foreign language. But anyway, we're hearing that it is absolutely English friendly at this point, so we're getting more of those in, and then we're having multiple people asking us about that humongous Napoleon box set. We are going to get some of those in as well. So yeah, Italy, France, and Germany. No wait, two Italy's and one France, right? Yeah. So yeah, those are coming. All three of those are coming. Unfortunately, with these, it's like it's hard to do a pre-order for. So it's because we don't really know when they're coming in a lot of times. So just keep an eye on the site, and maybe I'll try to drop a hint before they show up. That's a definitive Knight Rider set. I own it. It's better than the 4K set. Yeah, Turbine does amazing work, right? I mean, they're the bee's knees. I love them. Love them to death. Oh, scroll too much. Let's see here. Demon Hunters. I knew that until I didn't. Me in Orbit is the forbidden game of love, only with consent. Any update on the Imprint Last Seduction set? I think still good to go. On that new VSR edition of the Keep, do you know when they plan on releasing it to you? Yes, it's going to be pretty soon. So basically, what's going to happen is it's going to be shipping around the time they're shipping their Black Friday sale items. So I do expect to see it. It'd be great if we see it before Black Friday. We'll see what they decide to do. My guess is it'll be a little bit after Black Friday. They do a really good job in sending us those Black Friday titles really fast after Black Friday. So I'd say I would be pretty confident in the next couple of weeks, if maybe before Thanksgiving, maybe a week or two after. So all right, customer answered. I guess last seduction. The imprint releases are being pushed to January. That's right. All those are pushed back to January. I forgot about that. I read that somewhere. Any chance if you get the turtle set early, you'll ship early? Oh yeah. Do you think you ever have a chance to bring back the Orbit DVD Bart bags? We'd love to buy some Orbit stickers as well. Yeah, just tell the shippers, put a Bart bag in there. We're good. Uh, I have hundreds, maybe thousands of Bart bags. I guess the staff doesn't like restocking sometimes, so I need to crack the whip a little bit. Mark, has Imprint notified you about the replacement disc for the land that time forgot? This was missing 9 minutes and it looks like ass. Yeah, someone else, if not you. So you that asked that question earlier today? See if it was you. You're asking a question twice. It wasn't you. Someone else asked about this earlier today, and I shot a email to my Australian supplier, and we'll get an answer back. I think they're just waking up right now, or they're just getting their coffee, going on jogs, or doing what they do in the morning. So we should get an answer from them probably the next couple of hours. My guess is if you already bought it, you're gonna have to deal with the imprint as far as that goes. We might try to acquire some replacement discs to send out with next orders with people. And then the question the other person had on our chat was if the new ones have the replacement discs. That I don't know. Got my imprint carry lenticular in the mail today. Love you guys. You got me as a customer for life since you helped me get the Man with a Name trilogy. Jeff and Nashville. Thank you. Thank you. Lived in Nashville for a few years. The Garth Brooks era, Music Row. That was fun. Well, what I remember. Please tell me how long pre-orders will be open for Imprints, Beastmaster, and Sword and Sorcerer. I can't really splurge on them right now, but I want to. Yes, it's that time of year, right? Imprint, we like I don't think except for that maybe that Hitchcock set. I don't think I've really seen those shorted at all. So I think pretty confidently you should be okay. You should be okay. You almost sold me on that house with laughing windows. Tell me more. What's Italian horror, basically? So it's not really, you could this maybe gets lumped into Giallo. I don't think it does, but it's more just a horror. This is back when the Italian cinema was moving away from Giallo and moving over to comedies and ripping like jaws off and stuff. But really good film. Atmospheric. Let's put it that way. I got my Abbott Costello meets 4Ks today. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Hey, Mark, do you think we'll see the Gray Steelbook soon? Have not seen a date on that one yet. Let's see what's going on. Unless you know something I don't know, which happens a lot. Well, the pre-order is still open. Uh, yeah, that's shout, right? Yeah, yeah. So that would be probably showing up a week after Thanksgiving. That'd be my guess. Orbis Black Friday starts at noon next Friday. Yes, no. We're going to start a little bit earlier because it looks like everybody else is doing it earlier. they're calling it now Black Friday week. So we're gonna join the herd and probably do it a little bit earlier, mainly just so we can start shipping this stuff out. We're going to start at 12 noon on unless something changes, like a major pre-order coming in. We'll be doing it at we'll be doing it at 12 noon on Tuesday. We will make the page live on Monday. So you'll be able to see initially what's for sale. I'm going to probably add stuff during the course of the week. Mark, I emailed you guys. I never heard back. Any chance you can import the German Blu-ray of Phoenix starring Ray Liotta? No U.S. sellers out there. I'll write it down. Never hurts to at least pick a couple of copies up of this stuff. I mean, if it's new release or really available, some of this stuff's out of print. But yeah, I'll write down. All right, so Nathan, you're still talking about Imprint's mistake. Replacement disc. Okay, I'll talk to our Australian supplier. What will happen, they've done this before, is they'll mail us a bunch of copies of the replacement disc once they get it, and then we can send it off with an order for you. Did I see that Kino's doing a night in the life of Jimmy Reardon? Any official word on that? I haven't heard anything about that. I remember that filmmaker sold his director's cut on his site for years. We had a DVD for rent back in the day. That'd be great. I guess both cuts, right? I guess that'd be great because the director's cut actually is a little bit darker. I don't know if you ever saw that cut or not. All right. Okay, with Hitchhike, cool. Yeah, it's gonna be great. That Hitchhike, we get a release there. All right, I'm caught up. Any last questions? Sorry, I'm making this one fast. Network 4K from Criterion makes my 2026. Yeah, I mean, we just knowing the track record of Criterion, it's going to be a 99.9% chance it's going to be awesome. As long as they don't put in those the cardboardy things, right? So, or the Nice Guys box set from you. Looking forward to coming in. That could be a top 10 for me. Actually, I love that film. I think that's like maybe peak Shane Black for me, maybe. But that set is incredible. And if you never ordered a Second Sight film before, you're in for a treat. They do amazing work. What has been your best seller from Criterion up until now? Well, even past now. No Country for Old Men. It's the only 4K, right? Out in the world, I think is that one. No Country for Old Men. We are restocking that week after week after week after week. I'd say a very close second would be Eyes Wide Shut. Well, we'll make that available tomorrow. If you missed out on that one, by the way, Eyes Wide Shut. Pee Wee is way up there. Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Uh, I've been so happy that we're now ordering direct from Criterion because like we just been able to really grow the business with them. So it's been awesome. What's your largest pre-order coming in December? TMNT. Although no, it's going to be neck and neck. It's going to be Possession or TMNT. I think TMNT will win, honestly, but because people are still ordering both at a pretty fast clip, but now people are really ordering TMNT. So outside of like the first few days, it was made available. We need the Last Boy Scout on Blue or 4K. I absolutely 100% agree with that. That's yeah, great film. Love it. Hell, I even like that Predator that he did. I know he wrote him, but as your second sight Reanimator done well? Yeah, not as much as Possession. I think maybe people are very happy with the Ignite version that's out now. So I think that one's selling a little bit less than Possession, but yeah, it's done very well as well. That would be those three films would be the biggest titles in December that I see. So you guys didn't get delayed on Reanimator second sight until we see an official date. I mean, we can't really say yay or nay. Actually, our main UK distributor is pretty good at changing the dates. Let's see here. It's still saying the 15th. Okay. Yeah, they did push that back. I'm changing that right now. Thank you. So we will be talking about changing how we do pre-orders. There will be some changes. You will be able to see, well, you can already see dates if you bring the product page up now, but soon you'll be able to see it on just a general page. Let's see. All right. So you make me do work. What's wrong with you? Come on. There we go. Gotta change the old Blu-ray. Yep. All right. Hmm. Ah, change that, change that. And we go broke. That will make me broke. All right. That's done. Oh, Iron Man 3. Yeah, I like Iron Man 3 too. MCU movies. I've never seen Possession. I have a feeling I should correct that. For a lot of people, that it's a one-off. Like it's no doubt it's an incredible, amazing film. Probably, I think one of the best female or best performances of all time. I'm not going to generalize or genderize, I guess, saying female, male, and that. I think one of the best performances of all time is Isabella Johnny. Uh, I love it. We're obsessed with it. There's a huge cult of fans that are obsessed with it. But for a lot of people, it's really intense. So, uh, I maybe that's one you want to see first before you splurge, or just get the second sight version, and decide for yourself. Or we buy used copies all the time from Umbrella and things like that. But anyway, if you've never seen it, you know, it's an owner. It's definitely an owner for me personally. But I would say it's an intense to say Martyrs, but I would put it in the same. I put it in the same sphere. Do you employ a large staff to keep up with everything? Yes, we have 20 people working here now. Now then, there's different facets to Orbit. A majority of people do work shipping. That is a vast majority of our business. In addition to that, we have uh, basically two separate kind of stores, retail stores. One being the movie part, which is staffed, and those people actually pull a lot of the orders during the course of the day. And then we also have a video game counter in the back of our store. Now, a lot of this is changing in the next few months, but everybody's staying, everything's staying. But anyway, we have a video game staff as well. So I'd say retail staff and then online staffs probably it's not 50-50. I'd say probably 60-40 online to retail. We always have a lot of people manning the counters just to be able to handle what comes through the door, good and bad, unfortunately. But anyway, it is a large staff. I think but yeah, we're doing great. How's it possible that I've ordered so many times from you and you never got anything in the order wrong? Well done. Luck of the draw. We do make mistakes. One out of 1,000, maybe now, I guess. I mean, yeah, maybe not 1,000, but mistakes do happen. But yeah, thank you. I'll let them know that. right, someone AJ is AJ. You my electrician? My electrician's name is AJ. Possession is a hard watch, terrific movie, but don't buy it blind. That would be my suggestion. I also agree with AJ. That's something you might want to see first. I'm getting something today leaning towards a house with laughing windows. Yeah, yeah. You can't go wrong with that. What are the barf bags? I'll bring one up next live stream. But we made barf bags actually out of popcorn bags. You can have custom made popcorn bags. So we're like going, huh? These look like barf bags. But anyway, if you're unfamiliar with the history of the barf bag was first employed or first used for the uh, like Devil's ripoff, Mark of the Devil. That was actually, I think, was officially the first film that employed the barf bag as a gimmick. Anyway, it was used throughout the 70s and early 80s. I remember seeing Basket Case in the early 80s of the Midnight Movie, and those they had barf bags for those too. Yeah, I should have saved everything. But anyway, we made some barf bags. Now then, if you're unfamiliar with barf bags, it we have found they could tick you off. So we first had them made and we sent them to everybody for about a week. And some people were very unhappy that we sent barf bags. Um, one guy actually emailed us or put a note or whatever in his order. I think it was a Bruce Lee box set. He's like going, do not send me a barf bag. So we had to respond, giving him what I just told you, a very quick history of the barf bag. And we had to let him know it's like going, us sending a barf bag in the package is not our personal opinion on the films that we are sending you. In fact, all of us absolutely love Bruce Lee. Love Bruce Lee. So, like the barf bag with a Bruce Lee box set does not mean that we hate Bruce Lee, that Bruce Lee makes us want to vomit. So, always, I can tell a joke, I can do a joke, I can do something funny, and I'll be doing something funny pretty soon. Hopefully, you guys will get it. But there will always be half a dozen people that will send us an angry email. So just ask me about the Nosferatu review. Upset over barf bags. That's funny. Party poopers. Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. We got something brewing. Got something brewing for you guys. Really do appreciate the attention to detail and packing everything I've ordered from you. It's come perfect. Many, many thanks. Yeah, yeah. And we get thank you, by the way. I'll let the staff know about that one too. We've actually gotten video or photos of how a package came to them, where the entire half of it is completely smashed. And we're like going, "Oh shit! I'm sorry, we replace you," and then replace it, and they'll go, "No, it was all good." It's like it's fine. So we're doing a good job. And we like our tagline should be, "We are as anal as you are." Well, not as anal to where you get upset about barf bags. But anyway, yeah, like we send to you how we want to be sent. Barf bags are welcome. I'll try to put one aside for you. All right. Well, sorry I had to kill it this soon, but yeah, I got to start getting ready for going out of town. I will do this again next Wednesday, which is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and then we'll see how the sale's going. To recap, I guess the biggest questions of the day. The sale, we're bumping it up to Tuesday. Unless anything major happens, it's going to be Tuesday. We'll show you what you can buy a day before, actually, so you can start loading that card up. It is going to be a sale. It's not unlimited. So once the items are gone, it's gone. So keep that in mind. But anyway, you also can combine it with pre-orders. We want this shit out of here. We don't want it hanging around. So anyway, we're looking at Tuesday at 12 noon for the sale. It'll be some good stuff. Trust me. New stuff. new stuff, 4Ks, limited edition sets, expensive sets, stuff like that. A lot of this stuff's going to be marked down 20%. Also to follow up, what it's not going to be a monkey wrench in the whole process, but we've got another palette coming from Arrow. The last palette brought Shaw Scope. What's coming this time on a palette from Arrow? Who knows? Who knows? So stay tuned for that. Anyway, like a stamped photo card for Christmas. We're going to kind of maybe do a video card. Once again, you'll see. And hopefully you have a sense of humor. Anyway, that's it for me. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather if it's nice out there. It's actually awesome out here right now. So, but anyway, don't overspend, and then watch your damn movies. When you buy that House of Laughing Windows, open it up and watch it. Take care.